Greetings, Head Blend Master Scott Black here. How's everybody doing? In today's lesson, we're going to talk about how to thicken and thin your drink. We hope you enjoy it and stay tuned for many more recipes and tips for your Vitamix machine. So once again, thickening and thinning your drinks, one of the most common asked questions for the Vitamix, Blendtec, Ninja, and other blenders. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some fruits to this, and we will show you exactly how to do this. So first, we're going to talk a little bit about the fruits in general. Fruit smoothies are delicious, of course, but not the most healthy. They are healthy, of course, but you can add other things to it, and in a subsequent video I will show you actually how to do that. So put a little bit of banana. Now each food that we put into the machine is actually very healthy for us as long as they're whole foods. So whether it's an apple, a banana, whether it's an orange, each has a property to it that does exhibit health products. So I have found that if you cut things into smaller pieces, it makes it a little easier to blend, though certain machines can handle whole foods a little bit better than cut up foods. Alright, now when putting an orange into your machine, try your best to peel the zest off, but leave the pith. Pith is the white part, and the white part of the orange actually contains more bioflavonoids than the rest of the orange, and so that's super healthy for us. Banana, of course, has a lot of good potassium in it, so if you're having leg cramps, muscle twitches, or any of that, then potassium is a good thing to put into your blender. And a little papaya for us. Now it's okay to leave skins as long as you wash them. Some skins, however, like the zest skin, a little bitter, so we do not put these in. But again, skins like papaya skin is healthy, nutritious, how do I want to say this? It tastes really good. So we'll leave that skin in. Now, first thing I'll let you know, in the thickening part, thickening is usually the easiest part. If you want a thick substance, then simply put no liquid into the machine. If I blended these items right now, this would turn into a nice sauce or paste, similar to an applesauce. So nice and thick, and you'd probably have to eat it with a spoon. However, if you put in, say, lots of grapefruit in here, it would be on the medium side between thick and thin, even if you put no liquid, and the reason is because there's a lot of juice and liquid inside of a grapefruit. Same holds true for grapes. Now the more dense and thick that you put into the machine, for instance bananas, mangoes, or apple, those items create a thicker consistency. So to thin, you put in liquid. What type of liquid depends on what flavor and consistency you're looking for. So for instance, I use ice. I'll explain that more in a moment, but you can put in juice or milk or water, and each time you do, it will change the flavor and the consistency of the drink. Most juice places like Jamba Juice and Smoothie King will actually put in juice into the product to make it taste a little sweeter. So again, a little ice is what I use. And the reason, again, I use ice is because ice chills the drink and you can control the consistency. So if you still want it cool and thin, then spin it just until it blends it into perfection, and I'll show you that. Or if you like a little bit of thickness still, ice will give you that thickness that you're used to from the famous smoothie chains. Now I just put in about 3½ cups. That should be enough to thin to my texture like. But you may want a little more or a little less. You're going to have to play with the ratio a little bit, but I have found about 2 to 3 cups for every 6 cups of material you put into the machine gives it to a nice medium consistency that I actually prefer. Now, when spinning your items, regardless if it's a Vitamix, a Blendtec, a Ninja, a Health Master, or a NutriBullet, high speed is where you want to spin these items when making a nice smoothie. And that's so it can smooth out the skins and the seeds and the stems. Now, I will say also that Vitamix and Blendtec excel at breaking down the cell wall and actually rupturing even seeds and skins. Other blenders may not be as strong, and therefore you may want to take seeds out of the equation. So again, I'm going to put this machine on high speed, and when I do, we'll go on video break, and then as soon as the blending is completed, I will actually turn it back on. Now, how long to spin is something else to talk about in consistency. So if you spun this for just about 60 seconds, it would be blended and you could drink it. However, if you're looking for even smoother texture or thinner texture, then spin it a little longer. I like to spin my elements anywhere from 90 seconds up to 2 minutes. Once again, if you use ice, then that ice will leave it nice and cool even if it spins for 2 minutes. If you want something warm, then spin it for longer or do not put the ice in. Okay, so I've just blended for about 2 minutes like I talked about earlier, and let's check consistency. Nice and smooth, just the way I like it, and nice and thin. Again, I used about 2.5 to 3 cups of ice for about 6 cups of material. So once again, this is how to thicken or thin your drink. If you wanted a thicker drink with ice, simply don't spin it for 2 minutes. Let it spin for about 60 to 90 seconds and you should be good. Another way to smooth your drinks is to add things that are really smoothing in nature. For instance, avocados. Avocados can really smooth a drink really nicely. So if you have any questions, comment on the video below and I will definitely answer you. So this is Head Blend Master Scott Black. I look forward to showing you the next recipe and I hope you find them delicious. This one is. Cheers.